Well, it's a good Rage Nation morning. How's everybody doing this morning? This video right now is just pretty much going to be an introduction to my new channel. It's going to go over topics and stuff like that. And I do believe that, at least I'm hoping that this will incite conversation, debate, and I'm hoping that in the near future, all my subscribers and supporters and followers, friends and family, are able to come to a consensus with some of these topics. This video is pretty much going to be dedicated to me trying to interview streamers and to get their opinions, which, of course, an opinion is something that can be debated. So I want to get everybody's opinions on certain topics that are like pretty controversial right now, especially in the U.S. And I want to sit down and have a conversation about why people have certain opinions about these topics, and then to use logic and common sense to see if we can't come again to a consensus. Now, one of the largest topics right now in the U.S. is our Second Amendment right, which is the freedoms to carry and protect yourself, carry a weapon and protect yourself. It's the right to bear arms. All right. Now, in our Constitution, it states it's for to protect ourselves against a tyrannical government, which could be our government or it could be a foreign government. Now, in my opinion, you take away that right, and you're going to have all these people turning in their weapons for the so-called mandatory buyback programs that many countries have done. Britain did it. Australia did it. America right now is trying to do it. But you guys have to look at the data. Look at the data. Australian crime rate when they turned back their weapons, did it go down? Were mass shootings, did the number of mass shootings go down? No. Did the number of suicides go down? No. Did the number of police protecting other people go down? Did justifiable murders, that's pretty much what they're called. The number of home invasions, did that go down? No. None of this stuff actually happened. Now, here in the U.S., we've had a lot of school shootings. A lot of school shootings. And a lot of this information that I'm getting is from online, obviously. And we've had, last year we had the Sandy Hook school shooting. We've had, Columbine. We've had, there's a bunch of them. School shootings are no joke. They're no joke. It's a horrible act of a horrible person. Now, common sense states that these so-called weapons of mass destruction, and which is, according to the liberals and the Democrats, your AR style weapons, which makes no sense because every single semi-automatic weapon shoots once. When you pull the trigger once. Pistols, rifles, and your devilish AR-15. All right. People know me by me streaming, of course, but a little bit of a background and intro to me and where my opinions come from. Let's see. My dad was in the military. He was Air Force. And he was raised to always have a weapon with him. He always carried. Didn't matter what he was doing. He carried a weapon. Me, my brother, and my sister, we were out young, at a young age, between like the ages of 6 and 7. We went out shooting. We went out practicing. You know, we first started off with a 38 police special as a child. And then we graduated to a .357 Magnum, which is a revolver, not a semi-automatic. But it was an amazing time. You know, me, my brother, my dad, my sister, we all had fun going out shooting. You know, target practice. Now, after my dad passed away, I joined the military. Spent 17 years in the military, the U.S. military, as my first, 12 years I was communications and security device repair. And at that point, I couldn't get promoted. So, that first 12 years, yeah, I had some weapon knowledge. But I went back to school and became a weapon systems maintenance specialist. I worked on pistols from the 9mm to the 40 cal, the 45. I worked on the M4, the M16, which are military variants of the AR-15. Sniper rifles, the M87, the M107, artillery pieces. I worked on the M777, which is a 155 millimeter mortar, pretty much. It's artillery. And, since I started doing that job, I've come to notice the division between our country, the division between people in our country. Some say, oh, well, the AR-15 or the M16 or the M4 is only meant for one thing, and that's for killing people. Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, the AR platform, AR does not stand for assault rifle. Please, 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 would you guys get that out of your heads? AR does not mean assault rifle. AR stands for Armor Light, which is the company who designed the AR-15. They designed the M16. And if you want to go back far enough, the AR-15 wasn't originally designed for the military. A year or so after the AR was released, they came up with a fully automatic M16 variant. and then the M16A2 came out, they got rid of the fully automatic function and put in semi-automatic and a 3-round burst function. Semi-automatic is pull the trigger once, 1 bullet comes out. Fully automatic, you pull the trigger once and hold it, and it will continue to shoot, such as the SAW, the squad automatic weapon. Now, people are so misinformed when it comes to these actual weapon systems, which means they have no experience, no proper training on how to protect themselves from somebody who's trying to break into their house or, assault them on the street or anything like that. So this channel is going to be dedicated to, military style of training towards these weapon systems, whether it be a pistol, an XD40 or 40 caliber, 9 mils, whatever. If you guys want to see anything or talk about any kind of topics within this scope, please let me know. Leave your comment at the bottom of the video, and I'll see what I could do. And if you want to be interviewed for one of these videos, please let me know. If you want to put your 2 cents in here, please do so. But we're going to try to do this in an adult manner. And, if I'm interviewing you or you're going to be interviewing me or vice versa, whatever, we need to be adults about it. We need to have common sense, and we need to think logically. Emotions have no place when you're dealing with weapon systems, especially when you're trying to protect yourself. If you let your emotions go wild, you're never going to be able to protect yourself. All right? I get it. I really do. People are scared. People are scared. But I'm going to say this. You guys are only scared because of the fact you don't have the proper knowledge and the proper training for these weapon systems. So, please, if you would love to see videos like this, please, don't hesitate to support the channel. And we will hopefully, have at least 1 interview per week. If I can't get, at least 1 interview per week, we'll split off the topics. And of course, it's going to be based on what you guys want to see in regards to weapons. All right. This category is not a small one. It's not. It's not a small one at all. So, again, please, try to go to the range. Try to get trained. And if at the end of the day, when you completed that training cycle and you still feel the same way, then that right there is your prerogative. But again, with all of these law-abiding citizens of the U.S. and around the world, there are many countries in NATO. That don't allow firearms to be used for personal protection devices, which I think is crazy. I think that's extremely crazy. God forbid that my roommate is attacked while I'm not here. And she would be unable to protect herself due to the fact that she hasn't been properly trained. And, you know, I'm actually going to talk to her about getting her an interview, because her perspective is a little bit different than the rest of ours. And if the interview ever does come to fruition, you will see why. But yeah, please, you know, share this video. I'm trying to get this knowledge out to as many people as possible. You know, I'm not pro NRA. I'm not pro government. I'm not obviously I'm not pro crime, but I am pro to the ability to protect myself, my friends, and my family. And with my injuries, you know, it's very, very difficult for me to do anything to anybody physically that would stop an assailant. So I'm going to take the less means necessary to protect myself. And whether that be just branding or brandishing my sidearm or aiming my sidearm at somebody, so be it. I will do that to protect myself, my family, my friends, and my loved ones. So please, if you don't mind, please support the channel. Please share the videos so we could get this information out to everybody. Anybody that thinks they might be in a situation where they might have to protect themselves later on down the line will need to see this kind of video. All right? So, yep, y'all have a great day. Tonight, I will be recording a video on basic pistol skills. You know, tearing down a weapon, putting it back together. You know, proper maintenance, malfunctions checks, and stuff like that. You know, just basic weapon stuff, basic stuff. But yeah, y'all have a great and wonderful Rage Nation day. And I hope to see the comments. I hope to see somebody requesting to have an interview. I would love to get you guys' opinions on this channel. So please, just let me know, all right? Y'all have a great day.